Fulke spotted the Mauritius sign. She's ready for that vacation there. We're in downtown Ljubljana now. Heading to the center. Some of the signs.
It's the second or third carriage I'm seeing.
And also ministers. Now, to your left-hand side, it's Metalka. This used to be one of the strongest Yugoslav or Slovenian companies.
Hey, we're in Ljubljana, capital of the country. We've got an hour and a half, 2-hour city tour here. We're going to leave at 2 o'clock, she said, after lunch. Russian theater is here. Our group is heading down. Yeah. We're in a beautiful little park. Just dropped us off the bus. Some of the signs and restaurant information. City goes back to medieval times, but they had an earthquake. There's a store called The End. I guess there's an English influence here, huh?
Ljubljana was on the same place where Ljubljana is standing today. Used to be a Roman town.
ruins here. Yeah.
Don't hear me? No?
I hear you a little bit.
Okay, just to tell you, here you have a Roman sarcophagus. There you had some pictures of Roman period. You probably looked at it.
It's going to come out that she's introduced. This is a Roman area here. Roman dig site. This was a sarcophagus right here. I'm going to come walk around to this group.
Over there.
You can see the tombstone with the handles on the side.
Going like that.
Sarcophagus.
The main road is going to there. Used to go already to the Roman town. The main entrance to the Roman town.
Well, they're putting some interesting anti-political signs here, including there's a anti-fascism, no fascism, fascism equals capitalism. So they must like socialism. They don't want extremism. They've got different party posters. There's a nice looking brand new Yamaha FJR, ready to go with his back.
Yeah, there was a lot of things to be found. About 14 days ago,
Parliament building.
these things always take time, too much time even. But now they showed us a few things they found us. Dedicated to the Franciscan to the Annunciation of Mary, but belongs to the Franciscan monastery, and that's the square where we will end the tour. So going around the riverside, everywhere you can notice that pink church, and it's a very good orientation point for you in your free time. On the same side of the river as the pink church is, upstream, all the passageways up to here take you back to Congress Square.
Castle under
So
repair.
it's the way to get oriented. Too much with the mud. It's not extra
Talking about
clean.
the salt
It's
shop
really very
across
good
the way.
salt flour. And so that's what you see in the window here. And
Handpicked.
indoors you also find salty chocolate. Sounds curious. It's dark chocolate with little bit of this salt inside,
Salt?
because the salt has also sweet side
where
again.
it's salty, but
It sounds curious, but
Not
when you
chocolate,
buy
huh?
the small one, we want to buy the big one.
Talking about this honey house. Not only do they have honey, but they have liqueurs, and they give you a lot of samples here. You can try out different blueberry and things like that. This is the honey house in Ljubljana. We're in the atrium of the town hall now. Goes back a few thousand years. Courtyard.
And the thing that I like the most is this map of Ljubljana from the second half of the 17th century, and it shows you how the city looks like.
This is the 17th century map of Ljubljana with the Sava River running through it.
In this direction. But when the railway was made and the river lost its importance,
Dragon on top of the castle is the symbol of the city.
behind the castle here, so that was at the end of the 19th century. So always only half of the river crosses the city center. So it was to avoid inundation, and that's why the The Alps and the mountains, kind of the symbol also for Slovenians. And you had the so-called clubs all around the country, which was 14 clubs, musician, poetry, literature.
Sculpture.
Like in Cleveland or Pittsburgh. Yeah. It's quite the clubs from the time they were called soccer. Yeah. And a little bit more friendly usually. Behind the house you will have an open terrace and a square, and that's where also you find the funicular to go up to the castle. Okay, so just at the end there. Otherwise, as I said, we are standing in front of the cathedral, finished in 1706, so typical Baroque cathedral you will see inside, dedicated to St. Nicholas. Otherwise, the door that we are seeing before we enter, it's a door that was done in 1996. So one for the anniversaries of the church, 1,200.
We're inside the cathedral now. One with the door.
So for the 200 years anniversary, they also restored a big part of the Christmas of the church, so it's a big advertising.
All this money here. Beautiful ceiling. And we come to the Madonna, the Pietà done by Michelangelo here. Look at that gorgeous face he did. This is beautiful, this blue-eyed Madonna. What an amazing, amazing sculptor. Looks so real, so moving.
Authentic, less made in China or Taiwan or something like that you can find in shops.
Authentic.
So different kind of wooden objects, honey brandy, painted glass, which is quite typical thing that you find from here. I don't know if you're allowed to take herbs back home, but you get nice herbs picked up in Slovenian mountains also and so on. The most typical traditional thing that you won't find anywhere else is these beehive panels.
And some
In the back,
folk art.
a little bit of an explanation what this is. It's called Saint Florian. He's the one that protects the house from natural catastrophes. And then you have funny motifs, many different kinds that you will discover around. You understand this one? You know it? It's called the lawyer.
There's St. Nicholas's Church. We just came out of the dome. Selling bouquets of lilies of the valley here. Woman with a full bouquet. This looks like a flower street. See if Fulke reacts when we come by the lilies of the valley. There's some Russian or Yugoslavian people here. There comes the waddle lady.
The symbol of Ljubljana, the Dragon Bridge, also one of the symbols of the city itself. And here we are at one other symbol of the city, which is the three bridges, or the triple bridge, which is the symbol of the city. Also worked by after the First World War. It was that the one bridge was getting too crowded with the first cars passing by, the tram, bicycles, people walking. So instead of making one bridge wider, he added two pedestrian bridges to the side. Now, from 2 years ago, this middle bridge is also closed and it all became a pedestrian zone, something we could never
All pedestrian zone here. Triple bridge.
pedestrian zone and all.
Beautiful area, beautiful square. Here's this is our meeting point, this red church. There's the castle up on top again. There's a funicular over here somewhere. School kids in the square going downtown. A little school trip. The teachers got them. All paying attention. None of them screaming. All well behaved. Well, this is the same group from the church. That's the same teacher behind there. We just saw him in the church. Teachers on the phone to the principal saying, "What do we do now? Where do I get them lunch?" Well behaved, huh?
They carry their lunch. They don't take lunch.
They what?
They carry their own lunch.
This girl riding on a moped is getting a ticket from this guy.
On the sidewalk.
She was probably riding on the sidewalk. She doesn't belong on the sidewalk, so he said, "Okay, give me 50 euros, you're free." We walked all the way down the street to see the Dragon Bridge. They got 4 dragons on each one of the 4 corners. of this beautiful dragon bridge. There's the other one on the other side. And a very lovely intersection in downtown Ljubljana. Bicycles everywhere, 56,000 students in this town of about 300,000 now. Here's the Sava River flowing towards the Danube, going very slowly, going towards us. And a nice view of the city, the skyline, Greek cathedral. There's the walled castle up on top, the original settlement of Ljubljana, and there's the cable car or whatever it is going up the side from here. Funicular, if we want to take that. What have you ordered, Fulke? For the camera, please.
The scorpion fish with enclosure.
Scorpion fish. Ooh, that sounds good. We're having calamari, and we're right by the church, our meeting point, the three bridges, and the Sava River. We're eating on the Sava River, hardly moving. We must have a dam and a bypass around the city for the Sava. And this is a recommended fish restaurant. Good. Some nice boots. And a lady with a nice red head just went by me. A nice couple, huh?
Yeah.
What are their names? You remember?
No.
From Oregon. Another couple from
Because we looked at the name.
what Oregon? What town? Charleston, Oregon. I think I've been through there. Well, we got two newsreel cameras ready to go here. I think they're shooting this politician, giving some information to this reporter. She's interviewing him, and we're in front of some kind of an important looking building with the Norwegian sculptor that we can't remember his name. I'll edit that in later. He had interesting sculpture from Oslo. The Fulke is going to describe what that was. Okay, we're on the side of the river again, having another cup of coffee, a cappuccino. Fulke is going to tell you what she thinks that car was. What is it?
I think this is the replacement of the Dürschmo.
Made by?
Take a sign.
Well, there's the buses coming across. They are trying to get into the common market in the European Union. Haven't made it yet.